Welcome to the Busk at Dusk. I don't need you to rock me. I've been rocked before. I don't need you to jazz me up with all those hard to play chords. Just need to let something earnest get under my epidermis. Folk me, baby. Folk me, baby. Folk me, baby. Folk me, baby. That's folk me. I got no rap against hip hop. I think that music is dope. Just need more hip for this hippie. I need more hop in my hope. So strum that guitar cause I'm eager to hear some Guthrie and Seeger. This machine kills fascists. This machine kills fascists. This machine kills fascists. This machine forces head to surrender. Folk me, baby. Sing something simple and true. Well, folk me, honey, like only a folky can do. Folk me, baby. Folk me, baby. These songs of freedom and justice, songs about peace and love. I'm weary of cynicism. I need me some kumbaya. Someone's singing, Lord. Someone's praying, Lord. Someone's crying, Lord. Kumbaya, yeah, 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 yeah. Folk me, baby. Something simple and true. Folk me, honey, like I wanna folk you. Baby, play some Dylan and Oaks. Folk me, baby. Everybody get folked. Everybody get folked. Everybody get folked. Hey everybody, hi Cheryl, Sharon, Carolyn, Stephen, Tony, Julie, hi Donna, Judy Basler. Well, his name was Woody Guthrie, and way back in 1912, he came into this world kicking and fussing. We came to love him well, for life spent trying to tell how we all could change the things that we've been cussing. Hey, Danny, we just gotta do like what he done, like what he done. We just gotta do like what he done. Hi, Joanne. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh, yes, I can. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and that difference made the man. Hi, Heidi. Hero we can turn to when it's time to make a stand. And our lesser angels say to cut and run. Just gotta do like Woody done. His name's Woody Guthrie, and way back in 1912, he commenced a life of holy rabble rousing. Now with beat up guitar cases and them bound for glory faces, you can number his disciples by the thousand. We just gotta do like what he done, like what he done. We just wanna do like what he done. Hey bud, hi Nancy. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh yes I can. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and that difference made the man. Hero we can turn to when it's time to make a stand, and our lesser angels say to cut and run. Just gotta do like Woody done. 'Cause there ain't much right with a mouth kept shut tight. Your duty just might be to shout. There ain't much wrong that the soul in a song can't make better if you sing it out. Just sing it, hey. His name was Woodrow Wilson Guthrie, and some 100 years ago he came into this life kicking and yelling, and he never really quit, and we're better cause of it, and the brave and shining truth that he was telling. We just gotta do like Woody done, and Pete too. We just gotta do like Woody done. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh yes I can. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and that difference made the man. A hero we can turn to when it's time to make a stand, and our lesser angels tell us to cut and run. Just gotta do like Woody done. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all showing up. It's me, your old friend John, here in the folk hole of Northern Delaware. Northern Delaware, political capital of the universe. Who would have thunk it? Something looked a little funky on my picture there. Here in the space station, time goes so slow. Stare out the window at the world below. Check all your emails and watch some TV. Forget a while about the gravity as you're floating, floating. Seal up the hatch, tighten the latch as you're floating. Here in the space station, snug as a bug, sip coffee hot from your zero-G mug. Go through your checklist of astronaut chores. Put on your spacesuit when you go outdoors while you're floating, floating safely within your silver skin. Yeah, you're floating. Life on the space station sure takes its toll. 5 o'clock briefings from mission control tell you there ain't much on Earth they can do, 'cause they're all locked up in their space stations too, where they're floating, floating, breaking your heart 6 Houston, we've got a problem. Houston, we've got a problem, yeah. Here with the space station walls closing in, take deep breaths of recycled oxygen. Fire up your engines at least once a day. Otherwise your orbit starts to decay. Here in the space station, try to stay cool till some rocket scientist brings a capsule that you can take to get us out of here before we burn up in the atmosphere where we're floating, floating. Each day you find old friends decline, you keep floating. Where stars shine like tears in your eyes. Astral zone, you're just floating. Where stars fall like tears from your eyes. I'm gonna lean forward towards the camera. Don't be alarmed, but having some technical difficulty here. Let's see here. This is so exciting. Oh, man. What a time we are in, gang. What a week we have had. I don't even know what last week's show was like, because I told my friend Dan, I felt like I was just bleeding all over the internet. I'm not sure I'm a whole lot better tonight, but I did go looking for some songs to fit kind of where I am and how I'm feeling these days. And a couple that I found that seemed to come closest to what's going on inside me came from my good old friend Chris Christopherson. So I'll sing you a couple of his. Break a man, break a promise, break a heart, break a home, take a long, hard look at heaven, gone to hell under the gun. See the child, young and hungry, growing wild on the run. under the gun. Swollen and blind with power, break the rules one by one with their lives, raising the danger of their games under the gun. No more time, no more chances, no more wars will be won. In the end, only the losers hold the land under the gun. Like a candle, let it shine like the sun. All the love that's left to believe in a world under the gun. Break a man, break a promise, break a heart, break a home. Take a long, hard look at a heaven gone to hell under the gun. Chris Christopherson. Let's see here. We got another one of Chris's that seemed important to sing, maybe just for my own peace of mind and my spirit. I did take some liberties with the lyric. I hope the maestro don't mind. They're killing people in the name of freedom. We've been down that sorry road before. We let Trump hang around a little longer than we should have. It's too late to fool us anymore. We've seen the ones who would kill the ones with vision. Cold-blooded murder right before your eyes. They're screaming for white power with their money and their guns. It's getting hard to listen to their lies. And I just gotta wonder what my granddad would have done if he'd seen the way they turned his dream around. I gotta go by what Chris told me. Try to tell the truth and stand your ground. Don't let the bastards get you down. Spreading lies, fomenting violence, inciting insurrection, trying to overthrow a democratically elected government. Domestic terrorism in the name of Donald Trump. Now they're fixing to try to do it all again. Well, I just gotta wonder what my granddad would have done if he'd seen the way they turned his dream around. I gotta go by what Chris told me. Try to tell the truth and stand your ground. Don't let the bastards get you down. Don't let the bastards get you down. Don't let the bastards get you down. Well, thanks for letting me get those off my chest. So every week we pull a request out of the hat here at the Busk at Dusk. Speaking of that, I can pull that silly little banner down here. Last week I had a request from Barbara Manfredi, I think, for this next song from my first nationally released album. This was an album that came out back in the 90s on Gene Shea's Sliced Bread record label, which was quite the big deal for the then young John Flynn. And Gene even arranged to have Dar Williams sing with me on that particular track. So whenever I sing this song, I hear Dar's harmony, angelic, ethereal harmony in my head. My heart breaks, the silence coming empty as I read your letters right out loud. And all their gentle wisdom can't exempt me, or this unattended soul right now. And Emily, that I love her still. And I always will. Emily. Offered at this bittersweet adjourning, these untitled minutes tick away, conscious of the pages I am turning, and bound with love for what I cannot say. Emily, tell Marie that I love her still. And I always will. Emily. Years spent in a room with curtains drawing to this end so graciously inclined. Make you to the heart I am recalling, just as dear as you have been to mine. Emily, tell Marie that I love her still. And I always will. Emily. Emily, tell Marie that I love her still. And I always will. Emily. 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 Charles saying that's Judy's favorite song. Well, the Marie in that song is my grandma, and she came up from time to time in my writing. Her name was Marie Virginia Mullen, and so Marie's and Virginia's kind of pop up here and there in my songs. This was another one that was inspired by Mima, as we called her. Old weathered denim and sun-leathered skin, stubborn street deep as the debt that I'm in, more than occasional fondness for gin. I guess that's pretty much me. Midnight cough from a 2-pack a day crutch. Strong predilection for card games and such. This world I don't seem to add up to much, except in the eyes of Marie, in the eyes of Marie. There's no finer than me. Oh, the love I still see in the eyes of Marie. There've been some promises I didn't keep, days without kindness and nights without sleep. Those hills were never too long or too steep, at least in the eyes of Marie, in the eyes of Marie. There's no finer than me. Oh, the love I still see in the eyes of Marie. Nothing special, I never was, and I pretend this world don't hurt like it does. I get knocked down, I still get up, because there's love in the eyes of Marie, in the eyes of Marie. There's no finer than the love I still see in the eyes of Marie, in the eyes of Marie. There's no finer than me, or the love I still see in the eyes of Marie. All right, so this is, as probably most of you are well aware, a pay as and if you please kind of show. So if you're inspired to send a contribution, you can do so online, or you can mail me something via my post office box, and all that information is at johnflynn.net. And 10% of anything that you guys kick in for these little soirees, our little Friday get-togethers, 10% of anything you send will go towards New Beginnings Next Step, which is a nonprofit organization that I've been involved with for going on 17 years now, and we work with incarcerated and returning citizens to kind of help them build a bridge from the life behind the walls to a successful life outside the walls. And I've talked about that a lot over the weeks and months that we've been doing these shows, so I won't spend a lot of time on it. But we believe that people change mostly because of relationships. And so we build those relationships, hopefully based on trust. And they kind of become sacred to us, kind of very important. And then it somehow fortifies, builds a sense of resilience in the guys when they come out of prison and life, hits them in the face. There's that old Mike Tyson quote, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
And life has a way of hitting you pretty hard, even when you're doing your very best to walk the straight and narrow. Sometimes because you're trying your very best to walk the straight and narrow. And in those moments, you kind of give up your plan. You know, you forget your plan, and you just start swinging wildly, or you go back to the
stuff
that kept you alive in your days on the street. So in those moments, it's important to have a corner team. You know, going with the fight metaphor, there's guys in your corner who can give you that drink of water and say, remember how we talked about what we were going to do when the guy drops his left or whatever. Remember the plan, and you send the guy back into the next round, kind of prayed up and ready to take on what's coming. And we know that it works. So, New Beginnings Next Step is the name of the organization, and we're online, and you can follow us on Facebook. I thought I had retired this song, but it seems about, if not as appropriate as the day I wrote it, which was the day after our current Oval Office occupant descended on us. Seems perhaps more appropriate in the days that he's leaving. I hope I'll get to retire this song soon. This used to be a country where we cared for one another, tried to see the weary stranger as a sister or a brother. We're the strongest, shouldered up the load for those who weren't as strong. We thought they'd never turn their backs on this, but we were wrong. This used to be a land where bigotry would hug the shadows and hide its guys in bed sheets, would always lose the battle when it reared its spittle-spewing face of twisted hate. We were not always good here, but our dreams could make us great. Now their bitter laughter seems to tell another story in which the aggrieved relieve themselves upon Old Glory. And a vengeful liar raises up a fisted glove. This used to be a country that I love. I still do, though I'm grieving. I ain't quitting, I ain't leaving. I will back up, won't back down. I will fight this I vow. I will sing, I will shout, I will call hatred out. And when push comes to shove, I will stand up for love. This was a shining city, now the bulldozers are here, and in faces all the colors of the rainbow you see fear, while the anger in God's eye is softened only by a tear. It falls like a star from the sky. I will sing, I will shout, I will call hatred out. And when push
I will stand up for love. I will stand. I will stand. I will stand. I will stand. I will stand and raise up my hand. I will stand up for love. This used to be a country we could be proud of, my friends. I swear to God that it will be again. I pray to God that it will be again.
Well, it's a time of anxiety for sure. I was talking last week how I've upped my contemplative prayer game, especially in this time of being locked inside. Can't go into the prisons and obviously can't go out on the road to do shows like I used to. But even in my worst moments, I kind of feel like I have flipped to the end of the book, and it works out okay. That's what I'm here to tell you. If it's not going so good, it's just because it's not the end of the book yet. I've seen the end of the book. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. But keep your seatbelts on because it's going to be a bumpy ride. I have a friend who used to climb the walls of stone cathedrals in the mountain halls, where mistakes you can't afford, nothing between him and the Lord but a piece of nylon cord in his two calloused hands. He found me trembling once in grievous fear. Illness might soon claim someone I held dear. And he said, once upon a time, when I was learning how to climb, somebody said the words that I'm about to say to you. Trust the rope. Trust the rope. Hold on tight and make a friend of it. Especially when you've reached the end of it. Don't lose hope. So trust the rope. There was this cliff face that he could not cross. No ledge to grab on, he was at a loss. His mind filled up with fear and doubt until he heard his buddy shout, just let go and swing on out, it's gonna be okay. Just trust the rope. Trust the rope. Hold on tight and make a friend of it. Even when you've reached the end of it and you can't cope, just trust the rope. Some say ships are safe in harbors. That's not what folks who built ships had in mind.
Tarzan swinging through the arbors has to put his faith in every vine. Just trust the rope. Just trust the rope. Hanging out between heaven and hell. You hear a voice above you yell, don't say nope. Trust the rope. So I remembered during the song that I forgot. I remembered that I forgot that I didn't pull out next week's request
From the hat.
from the hat. So
Behind
behind
me,
me, my
little
friend
friend
Rotten Dan
is
is holding a top hat that my grandfather, John Murray Splin, the original, used to own. He was quite the dapper gent and actually dressed in such attire. But anyway, I use it to keep the requests that come in to me through the email. The email being john@johnflynn.net. And so each week we pull a request out of Rotten Dan's hat. Mix them up good. And we got a request for Roadkill Cafe for Karen Katz. So that'll be, we're going with the A material. That'll be next week. Hopefully that won't be too on the nose for our country at that point. So I took it into my mind to sing this one when I saw some jackass walking through the halls of Congress with the Confederate battle flag. If the banner of hate's flying over your town, take it down, take it down. And if racism's something for which it's renowned, take it down, take it down. If it stands for a time in which people were owned and they whipped and hung men in states where it was flown, then it signifies something you need to disown. Take it down. If black children might see it and shudder or frown, take it down. Take it down. If it tears like the thorns in the sweet Savior's crown, take it down. Take it down. If the thing that now flutters up there in the breeze symbolizes a time we get men on their knees and is waved in the name of white supremacy, take it down. Bobby Lee surrendered, Lincoln won the war. The wounds can't heal if you keep tying flagpoles to the scar. You tell me your allegiances to those who stoke your grievances. If that's the way you want it, fine. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. But angry friend, my hope for you is what I want for myself too. A decent job, a place to live, a chance for us to raise our kids and watch them grow up strong and free in simple human dignity. A house divided cannot stand the clenched fist or the upper hand that spreads the lies that make men choose. For some to win, we all must lose the will to live as strangers or keep waging this uncivil war. Bobby Lee surrendered, Lincoln won the war. The wounds can't heal if you keep tying flagpoles to the scar. If to human suffering it's forever bound, take it down, take it down. Where it casts a dark shadow upon common ground, take it down, take it down. Yes, brave boys died on the fields where it flew, but a hell of a lot of them wore coats of blue. To bring us together, we're saying to you, take it down. There's a line in that old song, it says, look away, and we try, but the price has been too high to pay. We've been silent too long, now the time's come to say, take it down.
My friend Lee Bowers sent me an email this week requesting this song, and it didn't go into the hat. It went right into my head because it seemed appropriate. He takes off his old baseball cap, then he bowed his head. There's thousands stand in silence for the missing and the dead. When they've played the anthem and the crowd begins to cheer, he holds up a cardboard sign that says, I will not fear, I will not fear, I will not fear. Say it in a voice that's loud and clear. Sing it out for all the world to hear. I will not fear, I will not fear. She signed up because they'd help her pay for her degree. Daughter calls her mommy, to the core she's PFC. They're shipping out tonight, so as she gathers up her gear, she writes a quick note home and signs with love, I will not fear, I will not fear, I will not fear. Say in a voice that's loud and clear. Sing it out for all the world to hear. I will not fear, I will not fear. Shows the girl her boarding pass, she checks in at the gate. She thought of canceling the trip, but some things just won't wait. Hasn't seen the grandchildren in well over a year. She takes an aisle seat, says to herself, I will not fear, I will not fear, I will not fear. Say the voice is loud and clear. Sing it out for all the world to hear. I will not fear, I will not fear. Son of Arab immigrants, he's in the second grade. Walking from the school bus as the school bus pulls away. Across the street some bigger boys yell, we don't want you here. He swallows hard and whispers to himself, I will not fear. And in this land of the free, in this home of the brave, the voice of human courage cries, I will not be a slave. To the ones in shadow who'd see freedom disappear, send the message right now, won't you say, I will not fear, I will not fear, I will not fear. Say the voice is loud and clear. Sing it out, all the world to hear. I will not fear, I will not fear. Sing it out for QAnon to hear. I will not fear, I will not fear. Sing it for the proud boys to hear. I will not fear, I will not fear. And for white supremacists to hear. I will not fear, I will not fear. Sing it out for Donald Trump to hear.
I will not fear. I will not fear.
This is, I guess, going to finish up the show tonight, and it's one that my friend Heidi asked for. So anyway, we do this every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And
Spread the word.
spread the word.
If you like,
If you
what
like
you're
what you
hearing.
hear.
If you don't,
If you don't
like the show, bring enemies and make them sit through it.
One night in restless sleep I dreamt
A young man came to me and asked what I had done that day to end the misery. I said, what difference would it make? What good could I have done? There are too many people. He said, no, there's only one hungry child, the one you did not feed. One lonely soul, the one you did not need. One dying heart, a heart that would not bleed. For all the things the day has left undone. You can change the world with only one. Now lately I've begun to fear the turning of the earth. With every lap around the solar system since my birth, I see my chances to change my life go from slim to none. How many days are left, I asked. He said you need just one single day. Live with all your heart. One single step is enough to start wonderful things. Stuff that's off the charts can happen when the journey once begun. You can change your world with only one. He said, love mesmerize you like a gold watch on a chain. You're more than the boundaries you embrace. Reason fed as angels scared will fly to some high shelf when light that searches through the endless darkness finds itself. One hungry child won't be denied bread. One lonely soul won't be neglected. One by one, dying hearts will heal when they've bled. All the things that we have left undone. We each can change the world with only one. My friends, we each can change the world. So we got work to do. Good night.